Welcome back. Part 2 starts now.
So what are you seeing unfolded here? What you want to explain that to me?
I can't explain it because
you know the
it's
best.
It's some bullshit.
Let me tell you the other thing, and this is crazy because like I get it and I appreciate David Fermani's advice. He told me that he still thinks that I should talk to Ceramic Pro and that I should do some damage control.
Yeah, but let Jen take it.
But this is where I'm at. I don't think
they can't repair that.
I don't think that I owe anyone damage control over that.
No. I pinged Jen.
This happened exactly the way that I posted it.
I know. I pinged Jen, but I don't know. You said you don't know what you're doing. So I told Jen, I don't know if he's trying to get Ceramic Pro or not.
Yes, you know what?
So
let me finish that so we can close that chapter.
Yeah, I want to.
Because this is the thing. Tell me about Jen. Tell me. So Jen.
So after the holidays, this is once again, they're on holiday now.
Right.
She doesn't come back until the 4th of January. Right. She's going to get him to release the account to her.
Right.
He has to do that, and then she can approach you.
Right.
But she's not allowed to.
Got it.
Because
Understood.
Your account belongs to him, to Jaron.
Completely.
But as I said, that bridge is burned. It's done. He shouldn't have a problem releasing it because it's a dead deal.
Yes.
It's dead.
Yes.
If you want me to, I'll get with her again, but I think if she gets it, she's going to just contact you.
Well, so this is the thing, and where it's I don't know what I want. As I was saying, like they could use the shop, they could use me, they could use my vehicles, they could use me as a face because what other face? How many other people can say that they were the first person to import a professional ceramic coating into the country?
I don't know of anybody.
Who can say that?
I mean, you could say Dr. G, but he's in Tennessee and has his own ceramic coating company.
He was his own company.
Yep.
And he was doing his own thing.
Yeah, he was a chemist from a car manufacturer.
There you go. Completely different.
Yep.
So I thought that I would be a great marketing tool for a company. Now, to get out of that, what I wanted was what I have lacked. I have been focusing on my business versus my social media appearance. And hey, look at me.
Yeah.
Here I am.
What's more important to you?
Grinding hard. You tell me.
I know, but
you tell me.
Do you think it's worth the headache?
Okay. And this is where we're getting because do I think what fighting with Ceramic Pro is worth the headache?
No, do you think the social media glory is more is worth the headache of,
and that's what you have to understand.
What's your headache you already dealing with?
I don't want the glory. I don't want the recognition. I want more of to be put out there. You know what I'm saying?
You're just talking about what you do.
Yeah. Well, I guess
here.
I guess possibly. Because this is the way I look at it.
Well, you worked hard
to get. If my story is put out there, this is the way I look at it. If my story is put out there, it might change a detailer's course of the way he's going to do things. It can provide inspiration for other guys. It can provide real fucking world results. And again, I think that is worth a lot to a company. I think that is worth a lot. That is not a story. That is not.
It should be.
We have 22 millionaires. That is. Look at this. And, it's the funny part is, when I tell people the amount of money into this place and they can't grasp it. They can't.
I can't.
They can't.
You told me and I can't.
They can't.
Because I've never.
That storefront, that's the balcony, just the glass storefront, was like $45,000. That's just the glass that's on the balcony.
Yeah.
So this.
Imagine, yeah.
The building, the concrete out front that wasn't there, these floors, like the AC unit, like.
But are you just bragging about that? Because you know what somebody's going to say.
Absolutely.
They're going to hear you say this.
You know what?
You know
what I'm doing? I'm telling you what the fuck I worked hard for. You know what I'm saying? I worked hard to get to this point. And if you take that as bragging, at this point, I'm at the point to where, you know what? Fuck it. Because you've already have the wrong mentality.
Yeah.
You already have the wrong mentality. If you are thinking that's bragging, that is the wrong. And there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing anyone can do for you. And that we all know that there's those toxic people that you can wake them up every day. And,
well, you can never make them happy.
We're going to do this today, and and you just cannot make that. And that is within themselves.
Yeah.
There is nothing you can do. But if I can be that inspiration of real world to somebody, that's worth something.
Mm-hmm.
That is worth something. And I haven't worked, because let me tell you this is the other thing at the end of the day. If Rupas, if Ceramic Pro, if any of those big companies come to me and said, Brandon, we want you to be our brand ambassador, we're going to put you on the polisher, detailer poles, okay? All right? We're going to put you on the polisher. Every detailer is going to fucking know who you are.
Do you even want that?
What does that do for me? At the end of the day, what does that do? That doesn't do anything for me, really.
Well, that's why I wonder.
Really, it doesn't benefit. I'm not asking you to do my marketing out on the street and put me on the billboard on fucking the interstate and say, go to this guy, okay? But I'm looking at it as, if I can provide and give back to this industry in a way, that's the whole crazy thing about all of this, is if you look at what I'm trying to get out, I'm technically not trying to gain.
But you know what I've learned
personally
over the years? I've learned it's a one-way street. We're the manufacturers with the product. We know best. You just sell it. That's what they want. I'm saying that across.
I would want somebody selling my stuff like I don't want a football player fucking pushing my basketball shoes. And that is what they're doing now. They're taking Alex Choi and be like, let's put Ceramic Pro on Alex Choi's car, and because all the idiots love him.
They broke his car too. They broke
no.
his car out in the desert. It was worthless afterwards.
So at the end of the day, no, how about we take Brandon Johnson, that worked hard for his car,
that knows the ins and outs.
That knows the ins and outs and knows what the fuck he's talking about, and let's put this shit on his fucking car and let's use him as a marketing tool. I'm
gonna tell you, Charlemagne the God always says, nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining.
And you know what? That's a good way to put it, because I guess that's the best way to put it in this and this is why.
That's why I say, are you worried about the social media hype and glory? Because that's what social media is about. It's about peddling your lies so that you can get the most attention.
And you know what? Again, that should be more valuable to a company, because I'm not going to say this is a comfortable ass fucking chair sitting in it when it's not.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to be honest. This fucking chair right now is way more comfortable than what the fuck we thought. But you get what I'm saying? That should be valuable to someone. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get companies to partner with me at the shop because they have good products.
Yep.
If you have a badass stellar chair,
I want to sit it around.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Let me fucking see it.
But they don't like criticism. I don't know how to get through to people to get criticism.
And if I developed a chair, and I was striving,
and somebody
I was
said
about that chair, and I had a guy that was willing to tell me, hey, dude, look, if y'all just tweak this a little bit, or add this, or add this, or add that, he's giving us our honest feedback.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I want to send my chair.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same with these coatings and these other product companies. They're not just selling out just because.
It's about a bag, man. It's about a bag. You can't make as big of a bag if you don't manipulate people.
And I think that's again where I've went wrong. I haven't chased the bag. I've chased the passion.
I don't know if you need the bag. Your passion got you to where you are now. I'm trying to get there.
We're actually sitting in a cardboard box right now. This is made up. This is make believe. I'm sorry, Tim.
And I'm blindfolded.
I'm sorry, Tim.
We're actually in my garage.
Yes. It's a green screen behind me, okay? All right.
That's
a fucking green screen, dude.
As much as I know about this, I get tired. He hears me bitch and say all this all the time, and I'm wearing their badge. And it's making me money, but I'm flipping the script. And I don't focus on the detailers. You see, you kind of want to just kind of help the industry. I've given up on the industry. All I care about is my clients. Remember when you said, jump in the groups, do this, do that?
Yeah.
I don't fucking like detailers anymore because they all think they know everything when I've been doing way more than them.
Look,
my client, he knows I know more.
You're telling that to me?
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
I'll get on there right now and post something.
That's why I want to make
something,
sure.
And then these motherfuckers will come back that's been doing it for a month. and argue with
That's
me. And
why
I'm
I
like,
want to make sure you're ready for that fucking headache. Because you got a taste of it when you just wanted to show some facts. You got a taste of it. Do you think it's worth the headache when you got all the contracts and all this shit to do what you want to do?
I told David Fermani, I said, look, dude.
What does he do again?
David Fermani is a very, like, he's you know, he's been detailing as long as I have. You know,
Okay.
Or he's been professionally detailing, you know, since I did it full time.
Hey, how do I get a hookup in Lafayette? Do you know anybody in Lafayette that can hook me up?
Hook you up with what?
With more business.
Ceramic Pro, dog.
They don't give a fuck about me.
They supposed to be advertising for you pretty fucking well, from what I heard. So anyway,
Are they?
so anyway,
Because it looks like my fucking money is
so
locked
anyway,
up somewhere.
David
Go ahead.
Fermani told me that fuck, what would you fucking say? I'm trying to think. I lost my train of thought.
I asked you if it was worth getting into social media, you know, trying to get more out there and play in this social media, you know, playground. If it was worth it when you have all this going on, when everything's already here. I mean, you've gotten to where you are without it.
I have, and look,
and you said David Fermani told you something.
Yes, and I'll come back to that because I'll figure it out. But it's like, I know Ceramic Pro will be fine without me, and I know I'll be fine without Ceramic Pro. I remember. So what David Fermani and us talked about was that I'm not trying to just get pushed to the limelight.
Mm-hmm.
If I would be more willing to put in work with a smaller company than I would with Ceramic Pro. And, you know, because he's saying Ceramic Pro definitely has could get me, you know, known. They could get my name out there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was looking
They're
at.
the oldest ones in the market.
I wouldn't say. What do you
Well,
mean?
they hit this country in 2011.
Ceramic Pro?
Yeah. As Ceramic Pro. So they were ahead of a lot of the other ones.
They were not here before Seaquartz.
No, they weren't here before Seaquartz,
No.
but they landed. I'll say there was only 4 that were here.
No, they were extremely early. I think G Technique was here too, possibly.
And the ones that have been around the longest that have shown growth are the ones that seem like they're the best.
But they grew because they freaking that marketing.
Yeah, I know.
That marketing killed it.
It was a monster.
And so what I was saying was, and what he's saying is that he doesn't think there's any other fit out there for me. He's like, you know, Brandon, like, I think that y'all are the best fit for each other. You know, y'all just need to come to an agreement and figure out, you know, how it would work.
Hey, I'd love to come buy a bottle from you every once in a while when I run out.
Easy, killer. So.
Oh, now this motherfucker's like, hold on, wait a minute.
Easy,
peon.
Easy, killer.
I don't think so.
Easy, peasant.
Fucking hell. I'll just go to the elite ones I made in fucking Baton Rouge. How about that?
I'm gonna go to some attendees.
Oh,
so
fuck.
I was telling him that I'm not afraid of hard work. I'm not.
We see that.
I'm not afraid of working with a company out, and I would almost appreciate it more because I am the one that goes against the grain. I am the one that goes against the odds. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't mind a small company as long as the things are right. And because at the end of the day, let's face it, I was going to Ceramic Pro because I thought that I could bring something very vital to the table. I think that I have something that is very rare. I think I have something rarer than any other detailer can bring to the market right now. Like, yes, Ammo can bring you 2 million viewers. That's fucking great.
I still don't care for that.
But how many detailers you can say that literally came from AutoZone products door to door with a fucking bucket to this?
What's sitting behind us? What's over our head?
Like, that's, to me, that's the ultimate, here you go. Here you go. And here I am. I'm just sitting here waiting to be fucking plucked. But because I haven't been in the limelight, no one knows who I am.
But I also told you this.
No one knows who I am.
I also told you this. Okay, so once again, what state are we in?
We're in Louisiana.
Okay. Also, what is Louisiana known for?
But do you think of that? Do you honestly, in your heart, think of that? Because let me be honest with you.
I would not say something that I do not believe.
If I would have pushed social media and sucking dick, because that's what I'm going to call it right now, do you think that I would be Insta-famous versus this? Look at what I've put in hard into this. If I would have put that into the other way of keeping my mouth shut, oh, God, that's great, even though it doesn't fucking work. Oh, my God, that is a brilliant fucking idea.
Also, it just depends on if you were able to sleep at night. If you were able to sleep at night and do it, then yes. It's actually your sanity and mentality.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing it back at you to make you think.
Yes.
I'm just saying
Yes.
how I operate.
Yes.
If I could think that way,
Yes.
then the answer is yes. But you can't think that way. So no. It wouldn't have worked out for you.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have got sleep at night.
Yeah.
You would have said, fuck this. You would have told the football players, the basketball players, you would have told all them, I'm sorry, I can't fuck with y'all no more.
Yeah.
This shit's driving me nuts.
Right. Right.
But because you're going against it and you're just like, I'm just going to do what I know is right.
Right.
And tell these people what I know.
Right.
That doesn't tell them they're going to make it to fucking Mars
Right.
when we don't even have any kind of propulsion to get us there in a lifetime.
Right.
That's how you've gotten where you are. It's just by being honest, being upfront.
But again, I think that
and
would
going
be,
against
I think
that.
that would be more valuable to the right company because you can say, look, here's this guy that wasn't whored out.
Once again, that's not going to get him those views.
If marketed right, it would.
Yes, get the right people in line,
yes.
but not these corporate bean counters and these salespeople that have created this monster of how we can get attention.
Yeah.
You and your story doesn't get the attention it used to. Just like he tells me some of my ideas doesn't get the attention of people. And that's why I'm like, well, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep doing what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And eventually it will take off.
Yes.
Best thing I ever did was this fucking podcast.
Right.
YouTube monetized.
Right.
I'm getting 15,000 views.
Right.
It's gotten me attention some kind of way. Am I any richer? No, I got $200 in my bank account still.
Yeah,
but in time, it will make it.
It will. It will. And see, and that's the way I feel about this. Like, would it be nice to have Ceramic Pro? Yes. Would it have been great to figure out some kind of partnership with these companies? Yes. But let me tell you something. And this is the thing that I'm going to say now, and hopefully everyone hears this. Because I'm the type of person, because let me tell you, in my eyes, I'm still in the mud right now. I am still in the mud. I am still
We are.
grinding.
All of us are.
I am fucking still grinding. Okay? But when this place is finished and the fucking art is on the walls and the fucking
Jacoby pace.
doors are fucking rolling here and the people are coming here and filming this and it's taking off, bitch, you better bring the fucking bag then.
Yeah. It's too late.
You better bring the
but it's too late.
motherfucking bag. Exactly.
But it's too late.
Exactly. And let me tell you something. It will get there.
Well, I already know.
It will get there.
Didn't you do it over there at the old shop?
100%. 100%. And got me to this. So if you don't believe that, if you think you're going to sit back and be like, oh, he's just going to go away, or oh, he's not going to be able to afford the note.
So promise me this.
That's a fucking joke.
So promise me this.
What's that?
Then don't bend. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't bend. And mind you,
I think I think my not bending is I will not give an apology because I didn't say anything that I wouldn't say over again.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
I had motherfuckers attacking me personally. I had motherfuckers going and looking up information and trying to throw it at me. Let me tell you something. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. I've worked hard to get here.
But that's what people do. That's what people online do. When they don't know you.
Yeah.
It's easy to find something to latch on to.
It is. It is.
So,
it's just like it's easy to say that he's got a silver spoon, mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy. And that's
it takes knowing the person though. And mind you, I didn't listen to all of that because I met you.
Yeah.
I understand I'm a fucking pest. I know I ask a lot of dumb questions. I know I can get on people's nerves. But that's just how I am. Because I need to learn. I need to know shit. And I went to your shop several times.
That's the only way you're going to learn.
I saw a bunch of bullshit go on, but I said, you know what? I think this guy cares. And just don't bend.
Right.
Just stay on the path you're on. I don't know if they'll come around. I don't know if Jen's going to get the account.
I'm not concerned if they come around or not, because at the end of the day, I know my hard work will pay off. Just like it paid off to this. Just like it paid off far beyond my... I never thought this is... this is not even close.
So you said this was a dream. So when did you dream this up?
No. Let me tell you what happened. Whenever I got the shop in Kenner, the Express Auto Salon,
When was that?
2013.
Yep.
I went back and looked. I said 2013, 2014. I looked it up. It was early 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So I for a while I played with modeling and on vehicles on the computer, like making things. So I learned a program called Google SketchUp.
Okay, so that's the same as
like
the architecture,
OBS modeling, like all that shit, whatever. So I learned that program really well. Like I was literally building like garages and putting them in video games. You know, I was building houses and putting them in video games. Like so whenever I got the shop over there, the first thing I did was went and designed. I measured it, designed the building, you know, and did all that. And then while I was doing that, my mind was wandering. I was like, you know what? What would be the ultimate fucking shop? Like if you, Brandon, if just for some reason tomorrow
could build something,
you could build, what would it be, dude? Like, and I went back to my childhood. I went back to Copeland, Al Copeland's building over there on the interstate as a kid. Like every time we'd pass that fucking place, dude, I was a window licker. Well, I was glued to the car. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck's he got in there? Oh my God, Lamborghini Countach. Oh shit. I love the Bigfoots and the monster truck. I grew up loving Bigfoot. But the Lamborghini Countach and the fucking other shit, that I was like, oh my God. You know, for whatever reason, the shitty part that I think about now is my aunt and uncle, they never actually took me by there and let me get out of the car. Like it was always just, you know?
Oh, well.
But
now
so I guess
licking his windows.
So I guess in a sense, the kid in me went back to that, like a big glass building with some badass cars in it. You know what I'm saying? That you could also, and again, as a car enthusiast, there's not cool places to hang out. You know, I've got visions in my head, like I want to build some old timey gas stations that are also double as like a big hangout. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to bring the enthusiast. So I built in my head. I was building this place and saying, you know, it needs to be just as much entertainment venue as it is, you know, work. And I designed the building. And that was it. It stayed on my cell phone. Like, you know, I've got the original logos that I made. So what I did, and Andrew Carter or whatever, me and him, I heard he's talked some shit and said my parents gave me fucking everything. And one time he lashed out at my logo. Well, let me tell you something about my logo. These wings are close wings from Aston Martin, and the reason for that is Aston Martin called me from overseas. +24 or +46-1. I almost didn't answer the phone. They called me, told me their first 27 Vanquishes were coming here to New Orleans to test at the EAS Motorsports Park. They were bringing out the facility.
Shit.
They were coming here, and they wanted to contract me to take care of their cars.
Fuck.
So that was a big deal for me. Like that was big. That was Aston. That wasn't Atlanta Aston Martin. That wasn't.
No.
That was motherfucking overseas. Called this little motherfucker's
Corporate
cell phone.
Yep.
Yes.
The Brits.
Yes. To come over. Matter of fact, watch this. If I type in Jim Aston Martin, look at that phone number.
God damn.
Aston Martin themselves.
4-4.
Yes. Contacted little old New Orleans Brandon to take care of these first.
Are you proud
cars.
of that?
Absolutely. So that's why that has something to do with my logo, because that was, to me, that was a fucking pinnacle.
You think
moment,
people
dude.
mix pride and assholeness? You know, like how I'm proud of the things I've done. Some people think that that's just being an 100%.
100%. Look at Facebook. If I make a post on there, I've got people attacking me. You're an asshole. You're arrogant.
But that's a good story right there.
But
I think anybody would be proud of that.
I don't know if they would, honestly.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't think they would.
David, if fucking Lamborghini, the CEO of Lamborghini in fucking, well, now it's Germany, calls you and says, "Hey, David, I hear you're doing good work. We got a client having a car delivered there in Broussard.
Yeah.
Can you be there to clean it up real quick after we peel the plastic off of it?" I bet you David's going to fucking post that shit all over the place and be proud that he got called for it.
100%. But what I'm saying is the other people online are taking that as bragging and cockiness now. And it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. But anyway, so yes. So that
they might need to raise their standards.
So that's where this came from. And I saw Andrew made a comment one day about, that guy's parents bought him a shop and he just stole a logo. And if you go look at Andrew's logo, it is a direct 100% copy from Luxury for Play website. Like I'm talking about, like not even changed a little, like
not
boom,
even a color change.
Like boom, like here it is. So when I saw he made this, like he posted my logo. He posted my logo in a comment. I'm pretty sure I still got the screenshot today. He posted that and posted this.
He about as bad as me. He don't let shit go.
He lashed out. Exactly. And then I had the nerve.
I'm talking about you. You don't let shit go.
I finally said this. I called him out on his logo, and he responds back. This is the ignorance. Well, yeah, I contacted them and they allowed me to use it. And I'm like,
what do you think?
You're bashing me for having zero creativity, because that's what the post is about. I think he said I had no creativity. When I made this logo myself from different logos myself.
Yeah. You still put something into it.
Yes, that's way more creative than copy
paste. Yeah. That's not creative. That's stealing.
Yes, but he borrowed it. They said he had permission to use it.
I'm sorry.
They said
you cloned it.
They said he had permission to use it.
It's kind of easy to
go. But that just shows you just how people act of things. Like Andrew didn't know me. Andrew fucked up a car, and I never blasted.
So some people just don't need to chime in on what other people are talking about if they don't even know either the parties involved, is how I feel. If you have nothing of relevance or constructive to say, when two people are having a conversation, it's best to shut up, right?
Let me tell you. Yes and no. But the problem is they're not going to shut up because they heard it from somebody. They heard that.
Who's somebody?
He told me. He told me that.
Who is he though?
He told me that guy, his parents. This is the irony kind of in all of it.
I know.
If my parents were motherfucking rich, if they fucking were rich to the gills, they fucking walked on gold and built this shop for me. Who fucking cares? Good for him. At least he's doing something with it. At least he's not sitting on the fucking 600-foot yacht. Peasants.
Yeah.
At least he's doing something constructive with the money. But that's just how out of touch these people were. Even if it's nowhere even close to fucking true. But even if it were, what the fuck does that matter?
I know.
And that's the mentality of these fucking people today. Like, a silver spoon. Like, and even you at first were like, oh, man, I don't, you didn't believe it. I guess maybe you were going to see it for yourself. But even what is so bad? Like, my point is, like, what is even so bad for that, man? Like Williams, F1 racing team, the father, he just died, just passed away recently, but he was the leader of the team forever, and then, passes it on, passed it to his daughter. They wound up selling, whatever. The daughter really never got to run as much as she should. But even if she did pass that on to are people going to say that about her silver spoon? Like,
no, they probably won't.
They won't. That's the best part.
Because it's a respected name and everything like that.
The people that are really getting the silver spoon, you're not even bitching about them.
Yeah.
The Kanye's West kids. You think they're gonna be silver spoon motherfuckers?
Hell no, they're gonna be dapping them up because guess what?
Exactly.
We respect your pops. We respect this. We respect that.
Exactly. So why is that even a bad thing if the guy's out here working?
Maybe it's just to tarnish your name. Take something from you. Because that's what people around here do. Remember what they did to me in 2018?
Yeah.
I was gaining popularity. I was gaining traction. I was gaining business. I was making more money. And then took one fact, and they took that fact, ran with it, spread it in the community, and tarnished my name and almost killed my shop.
Yeah.
Because in Acadiana, it's all about who you know and the clicks.
Yes.
And if you are soured at all, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I was fucked for half a year.
Yeah.
I recovered because then I remembered. I said, oh, wait a minute. I got to remember who actually backs me. My clients.
Yes.
And them clients kept voting for those local awards.
Yes, 100%.
I was like, wait, who else has one?
But it's easier to forget that. It's almost like the thing now. Like you want to say, oh, Brandon is going after Ceramic Pro so they can pay him. Or Brandon can go after Ceramic Pro so they can make him famous. Or Brandon is going after Ceramic Pro so they can get him out there. But at the end of the day, that's probably not really going to pay my bills.
No, it won't. No, doing coding jobs is not.
Even if I went to them and said, look, I'm just going to be the brand ambassador. I don't want to get paid for it. Like, just help me get out there and I'll help your company. That's not going to make me rich. That's not going to make me money. Yes, it will generate some money. Yes, it will. But it's not going to, like you think about, the trade isn't even real. It's not even a fair trade at that point. Because I'm giving you a free billboard.
Yeah, you're giving him the marketing material. And the marketing material is what got them to where they are today.
Well, you spend a fuckload of money on that. Like, I have no idea what they have in their marketing budget. We both know it's probably fucking astronomical, okay?
I didn't I hire the company. I just couldn't afford them no more. And they did
you
the marketing.
You hired a marketing company?
No, I hired the marketing company that got Ceramic Pro to where they are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
it's not even internal?
no, it's external.
Guys, no, you're not. No.
It's external.
What? You're telling me they don't have this stout internal?
Leave it alone. But I did find out that
Okay.
it was an
All
account
right.
that
Okay.
this company
Okay.
had.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
So we'll
Fair
get
enough.
off the little
Fair enough.
we'll get off the little negativity train for a little bit here. This facility, Brandon,
Yes.
you designed it. You
Yes.
did everything.
Yes.
We won't go back to Ceramic Pro. Do we have another visitor?
No.
No.
Try not to.
All right. So you walked me around here earlier.
Yes.
Tell the audience exactly what this is, what this will be once it's done. First of all, is there going to be a name change? Because you're Express Auto Salon right now.
Yes, there will be. So
What will it be?
Now it will be EAS Motorsports, and it makes absolutely no sense because EAS stands for Express Auto Salon.
Mhm.
So that's what EAS is for.
Yep.
So EAS Express Auto Salon Motorsports is kind of fucking doesn't make sense.
But in a way, EAS is its own word now because it was abbreviated and people think of that.
Right. So that's my hope is this. You know, most people will change their business name for rebranding purposes or negativity. You know, and we all know that there's a lot of detailers that have changed their name multiple times
Because they tarnish their
Yes.
own names.
Yes. Yes. So, and mine has been an evolution that I've obviously never planned for because I probably wouldn't have started with this, you know, I wouldn't have started with Express Auto Detailing. You know, I never dreamed to go past that. But, so I wanted to pay, I guess, heritage to my past in a way by keeping EAS and then just growing into motorsports because I want to be the ultimate motorsports complex, you know?
When you say motorsports, what does
Yes.
that entail?
As far as like overall as a business.
Yes.
So I want to take the detailer's customer-oriented approach on doing a full-blown facility of everything, of maintaining your track car, building you a faster car, maintaining the car, cleaning the car, taking ultimate care of the car, storing the car.
Would you be painting? Would you be,
Yes.
you know, doing custom? A lot of people, and I think of it on a smaller level, but like say where I live, you can't find anybody to powder coat your rims worth of crap.
Yes.
Could they do that here?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. We
You
will
know?
have a powder coat machine, and all of these things have accumulated over years of putting my trust into other people. You know, one time I had this client that had a Bravas smart car, and it had these stupid wheels on it, and the wheels were like $10,000, like for a smart car. Like this is stupid. This is stupid, man. So anyway,
hey, it's about as stupid as, let me share this. Hey, David, I walked in the shop one day. It was a Chrysler 300. Brandon was doing $50,000 worth of work on it to send to China to a basketball player. He had to rip the interior out and crush velvet, wrap everything on. Or actually not even wrap. It's just restitch crushed velvet.
Yes.
I'm like, why on a Chrysler 300?
Yeah. He tried to get us to put a Rolls Royce front end. I said, abso-fucking-lutely not. That will not roll out of my facility.
This was the silly stuff that I was like,
that's
ridiculous.
Being true to,
But you know what somebody told me?
What?
Client of mine, we did his 911 Turbo S. He was like, let people be. That guy loves that car. That's what he wants.
Yes.
And and you still did it though, right?
No, listen, I did not do the Rolls Royce front end because that was distasteful. That was beyond. Don't get me wrong. I will do some shit that I'm just like, holy mother. Like this guy has this LSU Corvette that is just, but he wants lights everywhere and does and whatever, you know. But that car is, it's past it, man. But you know what? At the end of the day, you fucking have to respect that man.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, that's what he fucking like. He is just, oh my god, like LSU. But like, you gotta respect it, man. You gotta respect that guy's views. At the end of the day, as an enthusiast, you have to. His passion is just a little bit different. You know, look, I had a client that had a Ferrari, probably 2010, I think. He tells me, because I think I asked him the question of why he bought the car. because this was just something I just love to know.
Mhm.
And he tells me, Brandon, I bought the car because it makes me feel like $1 million. And I was so pissed. I was so fucking pissed. Dude, I left there and I was like, this motherfucking piece of shit. Who the fuck
What were
buys
you
a
just
Ferrari?
jealous?
No, I thought that was the stupidest fucking thing ever. But the more
He needed an ego stroke.
But the more I thought about it, I was like, because you put yourself in those shoes of like, why would you buy a Ferrari? And I would buy the Ferrari because of I'm a true enthusiast. I love the car.
I would say the sound.
Well, yeah, that's
sound
part
of a
of it.
motor.
That's part of it.
Holy
That's
shit.
part of the enjoyment
Yeah, I know.
of enjoying the car.
I know. I'm with
But
you on
listen
it.
to me. That sound is what? It's a feeling.
Mhm.
Like that's a sensation. That is giving you a feeling.
But you also can't get that sound out of something else, which makes it exclusive to Ferrari because of the way that they tune vehicles and the way that they have everything built.
It's just a flat plane crank. A lot of cars have done that now. But listen, the point here is
No, they're not. They haven't reproduced that sound.
that's a flat plane crank. The new Fords can almost sound like a Ferrari now.
I've
with the
not
flat
heard
plane
one.
crank. Absolutely. So listen. So anyway.
Where's the Ford dealership? We need
So-
to crank one up.
So
baby.
anyway, listen. If done correct, it's that sound that comes from those cars are flat plane cranks.
Okay.
So anyway, that is a sensation at the end of the day. That gives
Yep.
you a feeling. Like my McLaren, it gives me a feeling because one, I've worked hard for it. I'm enjoying that car.
You have a
That is-
connection.
yes, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Now it's even more because now I've been into the engine. I've been into redesigning the car. Like I am making it more efficient. I am monitoring the car. When I'm out racing the car, I have a laptop and I am monitoring. I am watching. Like I am understanding everything that is going on now.
Mhm.
So, but that is a feeling, just like the feeling of
feeling like
it
$1
makes
million
me feel
bucks.
like $1 million fucking bucks. So
You couldn't relate, but damn it took you some time.
It took me some time to finally actually think of that. And I think, again, that's a lot of these guys that are bashing me for thinking, oh, you think you're better and you think we should pay you. No. You're just like your company paid for the banner you're using.
Yep.
You're just not that hasn't hit your brain
Yeah.
yet correctly. Just like that didn't hit my brain
Mhm.
correctly at the time. And maybe it's just because I've gotten older and I've learned and got wiser. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's
I would
why
hope that's
I understand that.
wiser, older, all does to. Now,
Now you getting gray hairs too,
go.
motherfucker.
They're all
I
right
know,
here,
I'm
baby.
getting
They're
them
all right there.
Oh my god, it popped up one and then
Now
it
look.
just started coming. Yeah.
Motorsports.
Yes. So anyway, so motorsports, I'm taking that detailer, customer oriented. I'm taking it.
I don't like the word customer. Please say client.
Okay.
Customers go to Walmart.
Client. Well, I mean, you are wearing a Walmart shirt, sweetheart. I hate to break it to you, but anyway.
Walmart wishes they could have
Yeah,
a shirt like
yeah,
this.
Okay. The manager's got a pretty nice shirt. So, probably makes a pretty good salary. But anyway, the going into motorsports, the $10,000 fucking dumbass wheels. The client curbed the wheel and said, "Brandon, go get this curb fixed." I take the wheel off. I bring the wheel to the rim repair shop, and I said, "Repair this wheel. Thank you." I come back. I pick the wheel up. I inspect the outside of the wheel. Everything looks great for the most part. I'm like, okay, cool. I get back to my shop. I pull it out of the truck, and I'm rolling it. And as I roll it, I see claw marks on the back of the fucking wheel. And
From their machine.
I call the rim shop, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, it's the back of the wheel. And I'm like, this person pays me to take his wheels off and clean them. Like he was
So if he
paying
wants
for
it
the
clean,
rim
do
off
you not
service.
think he's gonna see this?
Yes. And I'm like, I paid you to repair the wheel. Repair the wheel.
You've just made a nightmare now.
Yes. So now comes the bad part, because I'm literally arguing with this company. So I call the client and have to break the news to him. And thank fucking God, this client says, "Brandon, calm down. It's the back of the wheel."
Are you kidding me? Then why the fuck do you want me to clean it?
Right. So
Oh.
to get back to why motorsports.
Yep.
That was where I went
Trust.
from that tent shop to Express Auto Salon, because I knew I wanted to do more and I wanted to buy the nice tire machines to provide clients with services like that.
You can guarantee
yes.
something
Because
else.
I'm going to go wait and buy the nice fucking machine, and I'm going to be able to provide that service without and that's what this is good. This is growing into more of, having more control and being able to control that finished product when doing a car from the start to the finish. Like, you can bring your brand new, McLaren here now. We can unwrap it, we can polish it, we can maintain it better than the dealership. And with my new software coming out, I have no question that we will be one of the premier places for that, because that software goes hand in hand with making sure a car is taken care of to a level that only top tier shops and people will offer.
Now, if I'm rolling down the road with an F-150, can I pull up over here?
Absolutely.
So it's
Absolutely.
not. So you don't want the reflection of the business to only cater to 100,000 plus.
No.
You want to be able to take care of anybody that loves their vehicle and is going to spend the money on it.
Actually, that's passionate enough to recognize the passion of bringing their car to the right place. I've always front of the website, not the cheap. I'm not going to be the cheapest. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to get the experience. This phone never stops. I'll be answering clients on Sunday at 8 o'clock, and I fucking shouldn't. And sometimes I'll finally tell them, like, dude, give me a break. It's fucking Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's there. This guy needed a fucking tow middle of the night, and he went to other shops.
And
he went to other shops because I was too expensive at first.
Mm-hmm.
And the other shops,
dicked him up.
It's here. The car is here now.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
The car is here now.
And it's actually just sitting, and you can't do nothing to it yet.
No, that's the best part. I even told the guy, like, look, the car can come to my shop, but it's probably going to be 2 or 3 months
before I
touch it, and it's just going to sit in the showroom.
It's
going to sit in the showroom next to mine.
You've built a rapport where he trusts you.
I haven't even built a rapport with the guy. The first thing with this car was, he called me because he got my number
You're
from.
right, the bugs are taking over.
He called me because he got my number from somebody. His car was at the body shop, and the key de-recognized the ECU on the car.
Mm.
Okay, so
How does that happen?
So
magnets or something?
No, I don't know exactly. I think it's just being maybe dead so long. I don't the battery being dead because the body shop didn't plug the car in like they were supposed to. So anyway, so I go over there, reprogram the car, reprogram the key, and I am one of the only people
that can do that.
Mm-hmm. And I went there to him to do that again.
Didn't have to do that.
Yes. Didn't have to. Normally, you got to ship it somewhere, ship it to the dealer or whatever. Well, that's a service that I offered. And then while I was there, he asked me, I need my plugs changed. I need the oil changed. I need this done. I need the steering wheel put in. I want this done. I want that done. Give me a whole list. I gave him a price, and next thing I know, it was at somebody else's shop.
Mm.
Yes. Next thing I know, he reaches out to me. He's like, "Look,
I know that well."
Yeah.
Give them the education.
Yes.
Give them everything they need.
Yes.
Give them the invoice. Crickets.
Yes. And now the car is here. So it wasn't even I built a report, and maybe it was because I was straight up with the dude.
Yeah.
Because at the time, let me tell you something. At the time, at the time, he didn't pay his invoice and sent it to another shop, and that's what bothered me the most. We were going on a couple weeks of him not paying his invoice.
Mm.
And I wrote him a nasty message. I said, look, dude, this is not how I roll. I'm not mad that you sent it to another shop. I could care less if another shop has your business. What I care about is you rushing me to come leave my facility to drive all the way to the North Shore on my time.
What's the North Shore again?
Across the lake.
Okay.
Drive all the way over there to do something that no one else can do. And then come all the way back to have you bring your stuff to another shop to get more work done without paying my invoice. That's just fucking rude.
You're about to add more debt to whatever you already owe when you haven't cleared this past one. That's no longer has.
That's fucking rude.
Yeah,
your car wouldn't be going anywhere. Like, it's fucking rude.
Yeah.
So, he was like, oh, like, whatever. Gave me a few lines, whatever. And he still took a couple weeks, I think, to pay.
Jeez.
Like, we went back and forth. Like, so I was reluctant to even take him back as a client.
Because you've already had a headache.
I've already had a headache.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I think he learned a valuable lesson from that. He learned that Brandon's not going to play that game. Brandon, because I told him at the same time, like, there is no one else that can provide with you the service that you need or you are going to want to get. So once you burn that bridge, I'm done.
Good luck.
And I'm letting you know now, when the other shop fucked your car up, they called me. They called
to bail them out.
They called me to bail them out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you can take that however you want it. And if you still want to bring your car there.
Kind of sounds like some other things that
Yes.
happened in the past where,
Yes.
you know, people
Yes.
have done things
Yes.
and you've
Yes.
fixed their
Yes.
things. And I did say something about that before, actually on that post, saying
Yes.
that, hey, you guys don't understand who this guy is, because while you gave the attaboys to these people, he was the one fixing what they are getting the attaboys for.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's why I say.
But that's because I haven't been in that limelight.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes it's not worth it.
That's, you know, that's my mistake, I would say, at this point.
It's good to get the recognition, because I'm a person that needs feedback.
Right.
I need it because I don't get it anywhere else in life. This is the only place I can get it.
I don't think that's in. I don't get it either.
What?
that. So.
Well, I mean, but it's just like you want it, but if you've succeeded to this level, I don't see why you'd want it now when it's just like a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Maybe if you find the right person, you know.
And maybe that's what I was saying. Like I'd rather work with a smaller company, because if the big company, the sad thing about this is, if the bigger company has the bigger ego, and they shouldn't have a bigger ego than me.
Well, nobody really should have a big ego, because we're all in here for business.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's like they're too good for everyone else.
Yep.
Like they're, like you said.
Yep.
You said you're an installer, so you can speak of this. I cannot. But
well,
if you're saying they're not,
you've had a little
to
bit
you,
of experience,
and that's not fair for me to say that they're not. Like, don't get me wrong. Based off my experience,
you can say it.
I can. But I can't speak of it to the level that you speak of. You have years of experience with that company. You have years of, you know, knowledge and working with that company. And the crazy thing is, you're even working with good representatives at that company.
Yep.
But you can speak of that. And if you're saying that they're not listening to y'all,
yeah,
then I mean that's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
That's a problem. And that means that they think that they're too good to listen to you. If someone is not going to give you the time of day, that means that they're probably think that they're too good.
They're gods
for y'all. And that's the problem we have now. They think they have that. They have that. And the problem is, a lot of us detailers are giving them that and allowing.
Brandon can't say he's a detailer. He's got motorsports now.
Oh, okay.
Motorsports, man.
No longer detailing.
Not detailing.
Okay.
Motorsports.
All right, fair enough.
You still got the simulators?
The racing simulator?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
What made you get those?
Racing cars.
With all the work,
yep,
all the shit you got to do,
yep,
the time you don't have, you
yep,
can't even charge your battery on your phone,
nope,
much less you got a racing simulator. How
yep,
can you play that damn thing?
So, I mean, I've had clients that, you know, had full-blown race cars, and, you know, they never drive them, so they would invite me out to the track, and sometimes I would get away from EAS. I would, on a Tuesday, you know, client would show up and say, you know, hey, let's go to the track today. And I would jump in their race car, and I would beat. I was on the track. I've been fucking buzzed by the Le Mans R8. You know what I'm saying? Like real Le Mans R8. Freaking, I've had that car come past me in a fucking turn at NOLA Motorsports Park so fast. So I learned. I was learning, and I had a friend that was a stunt driver out there, and he spent a lot of time teaching me how to properly
control a car,
and learn to drive. And I fell in love with it. And at one of the NADA events, Lexus hired me. Like Lexus and Toyota actually hired me to take care of like all their LFAs. That was another world record event that no one knows about. Is that what
we saw the other day? Not to cut you off, but
what
I think
color
we
is
saw.
It? Is it blue?
What color was that thing? We were sitting at Legends. We were at a bar.
Did it have a
he pulled up on the saw.
Raging Cajun license plate?
It was black.
Black. Yeah. There's only a few of those. Those cars are very rare. But anyway. So Lexus contacted me to take care of all of their, just like the Aston Martin event, all of their LFAs. From what I'm told, it's a world record event that's never been broken, because that was the most time they had all of the cars in one place at one time. So out at the track, I got a lot of experience out there learning to drive cars, and I got a lot of notoriety out at the track, and I was able to work a lot of cool events. And like you're saying, I didn't have the time, and I didn't have, the money to support a full-blown race car, because that's very, when you go race a car, you need to change the brake fluid,
everything
there's just,
after you're done.
Yes, because I took
Every run.
I took my C7 out there and beat the fucking piss out of it.
Did I see that thing? I can't remember if I ever saw that thing. I think I did right before you got rid of it.
And it never drove right again. Like, it didn't, dude. And all I did was track the car. Like, you think I'd have ran it through the desert. You know what I'm saying? But it never drove right again. So I thought, again, going back to kid video games, I said, you know what? And at the NADA event, I got into one of the motion simulators there, and I fucking fell, and I sucked. I was terrible at it. I could drive the piss out of any car, but when I got
you get in the simulator,
it was fucking a train
this
wreck.
Fool
dude.
said, challenge accepted.
Yes,
I'm getting one. I got to get good at this.
It was a train wreck, dude. And now I'm extremely good. I have my pro license, and a lot of the it's real. It's not a video game anymore. There's actually sims that you pay monthly.
So wait, you gonna go into meta and start playing on the track in meta?
Yeah. So that's why I bought that thing, because it's as real to racing as you can get without having that extra time. Like in 10 minutes I can go jump on any track in the world.
So does that log in to online system or something like that?
It's called iRacing, and the pros.
So you're racing other people.
The pros use it to train.
Oh, really?
Like they go out and laser scan the track. So if there's a bump in turn 2,
so it's realistic in that actual.
Yes, and you have to learn.
Damn. I know that's some money though, and this fool got 2 of them sitting side by side.
You have to earn your license in there. You have to earn, like, you start off as a beginning and you earn up to a pro license. And let me tell you what sucks. You can be the best driver in the world driving in there, and if someone hits you, that takes points from you. Like, they don't go after, maybe it was him, maybe it was this one, maybe it was that fault. Both people get point deducted.
Oh shit.
So it is extremely hard.
So literally it is technique all the way.
It is to get to the pro license, and then to keep the pro license is just hard in itself.
Well, yeah, because every run can get points, and
Absolutely.
You could be screwed.
If you touch the edge of the track, it deducts points. Like,
you talking about
if you hit
white
the
and
grass,
red?
If you hit the grass.
Oh, I was gonna say white and red. You can get on that.
Oh yeah, no, you can get in the rumble strips, but if you get over that, leave track negative
leave
2 points.
Leave a dust trail.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, no, it deducts points, but I've gotten extremely good. I got to where I will wait and let everyone in a pro race and let everybody go, and then I will run people down.
Damn.
And this is pro. Like, I've raced with.
What's it called again?
iRacing.
iRacing.
Like, I've raced actual, like, pro NASCAR drivers and.
Do they have? Is it only simulation, or can people use like a version of it with Xbox or PlayStation or anything? Or is it completely different?
You might be able to use a controller, but
considering this is like a actual, you can license yourself with it.
You can probably use a controller. But I mean,
well, that defeats the purpose of that. But I'm just
yeah.
wondering, like, could I join a race just for the hell of
Probably
it?
so.
To say, hey, I'm with so and so and so and so, learning how to race and the thing.
Probably so.
Like, kids will probably want to do something like that.
Yeah, but kid, no, wouldn't last.
Well, no, but I mean, it might not last.
You have full-grown men on there just losing their minds,
dogging people out.
Then they just wreck and they get mad. Like, it's frustrating. Like, it is beyond frustrating, because just even getting out of beginner is hard.
Really?
Because you're with beginners. So you're with people that suck at fucking
bashing
driving,
you up,
and they are you're hitting each other. Next thing you know, you're negative 60 points. Like,
do you have to like upgrade your car and all that
no,
stuff
it's
like that?
all like factory, like
all the same thing.
So
F1,
and until you get to a pro license, when you get to as you progress up, it unlocks things. Like, when you're a beginner, you don't have pit stops. When you get to a C license, they introduce pit stops. Then when you
but you're supposed to run the whole track that way without being able to stop.
They only give you like 10 laps. Like, it's short laps.
So,
but when you get to the big ones, you get 60 laps, 100 laps, 500.
You have to have a pit stop then.
So now strategy starts coming into play. Now your fuel, your tires, all those things come into play.
Yeah.
And then after that, when you get to pro, they have now locked and unlocked races, whereas they put lock where everybody has the same car, and then they put unlock where now your setup matters.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, do you have to earn the setup though?
No. You can change and do whatever, but you need to know what you're doing.
So the whole store is available.
Yes.
And you just build your shit the way you want.
But you don't like add a wing. You can add downforce, lower
No, it's
left,
just
lower
a certain
right.
type of brake, a certain type of tire.
No.
No?
No, it's just this car, but you need to adjust how much air, how much spring, how much damper rate, how much ride height.
So you're
how
telling
much,
me it's by PSI people are probably
yes.
winning?
Oh yes, 100% by PSI.
Pooh.
Yes.
You can't have no better shocks than me. You better know how that. You better
Yeah.
know how them shocks
Well,
work and adjust them.
Well, the
bitches.
best part is you don't know the weather until the race. So listen. So you could take your NASCAR.
So the weather's in it too.
You could NASCAR and you could run 60 laps and say, you know what, my tires didn't. Or say you run 15 laps and you're like, my tires wearing.
Mhm.
Like holy shit. And then you run them until they pop, because now you're testing the limit. It's almost like I've done with that blue McLaren. Like I'm gonna push the car to the limit now and find its edge, and you'll find like, okay, I can run 26 laps on these tires and they will pop. But the problem is it was 78 degrees outside when you did your test.
Today it's 50 degrees and pouring down raining.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. So it's out the window. It's out the
Holy
window.
crap!
So
that's some realistic
it's
stuff.
real,
Then
it's real shit.
that's
Yes.
nice.
Yes, that is real shit.
Damn.
Yes, that's
tripping.
another level of challenge and just, again, something quickly you can go jump into and get a few laps versus going to NOLA and spending, like, yes, that thing was $35,000.
Yeah.
But a race car is going to be $35,000 plus $2,000 a weekend. Yes.
Man.
Like, don't get me wrong. Listen to me. My plan, these are one of the few things that I have planned, is to buy the GT4 race version of this car.
Okay.
Because I want to get to where
you can go on the track.
I can go to the track, because that's why we have the big truck, the big trailer to haul these cars and go to things, and I want to be able to take them to the track, and I want to offer trackside assistance to some of our clients.
Oh, okay.
I want to have clients that store their race cars here that I take to the track. I offer assistance while we're there. We offer mechanics. We'll take our, I'm probably going to hire a few McLaren technicians. They're going to work here, so they'll go with us. They'll service the cars. When the cars come back here, they'll get serviced, put away. They can take their regular car, swap the car out, everything. Like I plan to be just a full motorsports.
So in a way, in the back of your head, you've been preparing for this all along to get to that point, you think? No?
I don't think so, man.
So do you think,
I don't.
You've said this several times to me when we walked around, man, we're just going day by day.
Yes.
We're getting this put together day by day.
Yes.
I know it's an everyday process.
Yes.
So you think that's what's going on with that? Do you think that might change?
That's 100%. That is 100% what happened. Because let me tell you something, and this is the way that I look at it. And
is that a bad plan or a good plan though? Because there are some people out there that have to have that planned out.
That's what I was going to tell you, because like that's almost like my software, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to a bunch of people at first about the software, and they all wanted a business plan. And I'm like,
you're not that type of person.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. And
well, it's almost like when we went out to the job. Hey B, how's it all gonna work out? You got a thing? Nah, man, we got to get out. Well, actually, you were out there first,
yes,
and then I wanted all this from you. Like, man, just come out, just come out,
just get out.
And I'm like, holy shit.
I'm the type of person that.
But then it all changed, though.
And that's why. That's why I'm the type of person that I want to ask someone to come help me. Like, I want to be the guy that I'm like, hey Tim, dude, I need some fucking help. I need you to come across the street and help me carry this shit across the street. And I don't want the, well, Brandon, what's in the fucking bags? Well, how much are you going to pay me to cut the bag?
Him.
You know what I'm saying?
Him.
Like,
what?
No,
when?
No.
How? Why? David loves that.
Stop.
That's how David is.
Get over here and help me carry the bags. It's got $6 million fucking dollars in it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's That's the mother. And
after we get across the road,
yes,
I will let you know what we had to do
know,
or why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way I am with the way I want to go with this place.
But do you think that's a weakness?
And
though?
with the company, how would you say that that's a weakness?
I'm just wondering. Do you think that's a weakness because have you lost out on things because you operate that way?
I would say to a big corporation or a business, flying by the wire like that can be something that they're afraid of. But let me tell you something. To me, you were never fully prepared.
That's true.
You were never fully prepared.
But people have a B plan, a C plan.
Yeah,
backups.
Yes, you could say there's backups, but I would be willing to take someone somewhere with me that can adapt to the situation more than I could the person that's going to sit here and go through the fucking bullet points, because I don't have time to sit and read the bullet points. I'm going to figure out what works, and that's what's going to go, and that's just like you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you saw. So that's kind of the way this has been. It's been a day by day. You know, like
Yep.
when I started detailing, I didn't think that I was going to be doing clear rod. I didn't think that I was going to find some fucking fancy ceramic fucking coating.
Now, when
that
you did all
everybody
the
was gonna
changes,
take
did it
off.
interrupt life? Did it change something and make you have to lose out on things because you had to adjust? Because think of some things like how the people that can't ride along and do that, they got the things that they have to pay attention to, like the family at home. They can't be as loose and I can do this, but they want to. They really do,
Listen.
but they've got to answer back to certain
I'm
things.
glad you brought that up. I've worked on Thanksgiving.
Well, we all do.
I have cleaned a jet on Thanksgiving, and didn't eat Thanksgiving dinner till 10:00 at night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You're speaking to the choir of
Oh,
somebody that's on a drill ship in
I know
Egypt
this. I
for
know this.
3 holidays
I
in
know,
a row.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying. And today, some people are so quick to be like, "Oh, it's my birthday today," or "Oh,
No, that's
it's,
petty shit,
Oh,
though.
it's this.
That's
oh,
petty
it's
shit.
that." And so to say that I missed out, like you could say the biggest thing that I possibly would say that I missed out on, and I'm not even sure if I'm happy with this or not, but I could have been a distributor or something for a ceramic company because I was so early in the game that I could be the owner of some big company now sitting back. But would that, at the end of the day, would that make me happy? It made me a lot of fucking money probably.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. The software that I developed, I think, can make me as much money as a ceramic company could.
Because it's not there.
And I've earned it.
Mm-hmm.
I built it from nothing. And I've thought outside the box to get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a ceramic coating, they were just there. You know what I'm saying? So with this software, I can probably sit back now happy and say, you know what? I let my brain work. I earned this. I came it from nothing. Same versus ceramic coating, like everybody's making it.
Yeah.
Everybody's
and there's
making
nothing
it.
new.
You just took a bottle and pushed it.
Yep.
You just took a bottle
And
pushed
everything
it.
that's out there is a watered down version of something else right now.
Well,
They're buying
well,
a watered down
I think
formula.
David said that everything now is good. Most people's products now are good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're all still watered down versions of something that they've tweaked.
But that's what I'm. But they're all versus where when stuff first came out, there was some shit like when Ceramic Pro first came out.
I didn't mess with Ceramic when it first came out.
I
They
don't
came
think
to
we'll
me in
talk about that.
2013 and they said you need to spend $2,500. It was Arash that did
I
that.
thought that was a lie.
What? You thought that I made that up?
No, I'm saying that some people on that post were saying that was all a lie. You don't have to do any of those things.
No, you don't have to do that now.
Mm.
You don't have to do that now.
But you did.
But when they no, I didn't.
Listen to me. Someone did. So that
Back in the day, you
Okay.
had to.
So
When I got on in 2016,
Mhm.
I had already built the reputation.
So the best part is some of those guys that would respond to people like if you say, for instance, if you said that, one of the Ceramic Pro guys would jump in and say that's lies, and that's
what are we doing right now?
that's
though?
comical at this point because that shows how long they've been with the company and how much they know about their company. Because the correct answer to that would be it used to be like that.
There's 5 people at Ceramic Pro that have been there longer than me now,
Oh wow. Oh wow.
and I know all 5 of them.
Oh wow.
Everybody else is new. This David Dick motherfucker, when he got on the phone and started telling me about how the PPF is the best thing since sliced bread, and what did that PPF do? It turned white on my Porsche. It turned white. And ask David,
No.
I don't do a lot of maintenance to my cars. They stay dirty.
Oh wow.
So it's not like I used a bad chemical or anything
Oh, like a reaction.
and made it do this.
Oh wow.
All I did was I put the PPF coating on it
Yeah.
and rolled.
Yeah.
And that shit turned to shit. I peeled that shit off of there so fast, and I had your boys put Expel on it. And I think your boys got mad at me because the Cavacho was garbage, but I said, this is a test run. This is a test run. Oh, boy. David, do you need to sit here and talk to him? Do you need... I have nothing nice to say about him right now because of what they did to me.
That's another group of guys that I tried to help, or I did help. They were just goofballs,
But think of this, though. What would you do? Here's my soapbox right now. COVID happens.
Yes.
Now, I'm sitting here trying to make partnerships with people, blah,
Yes.
blah, blah. I bring a product to them. They don't pay for it. I said, the only thing I need you to do is I need you to wrap it and you can have the rest of it. We're going to test it. Let's agree that this is a test product. You're putting it on my vehicle You don't have to sell it. If you do, it's your money. You do what you want. I just need you to wrap mine in it. Sure thing, Tim. Yeah, we got it. They did it. And then I'm over there bringing them breakfast, bringing them lunch. Me and David go over there, hang out with them, bullshit with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up front with them. If you got a detailer that's doing stuff, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sit here and try to establish this rapport of you send me business while I'm giving you business.
The two-way street.
Exactly, two-way street. Then I tell them I'm willing to put my butt on the line to get a shop that's 4,000 square foot and put us all under.
Yes.
And we can be a Ceramic Pro Auto Spa. You don't have to kill your name. We'll put both names on the sign.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be under a Ceramic Pro Auto Spa name because I'm going to bill everything through Ceramic Pro Auto Spa to get my credit.
Right.
But I'll handle warranties and everything like that. Not you. You just handle your installation warranty.
Yeah.
I'm going to handle product warranty. Get them into the system so that they're allowed to do it and everything like that, where they don't have to get certified because they're already doing Expel, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
There's a cat walks around, Josh, their friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he's around, and I'm noticing he's got cars sitting there. And they're like, yeah, that's Josh's product. He comes here and, his car, his project. Don't worry, though. He don't do work for us. He's just using our shop. Oh, okay. But I'm still feeling fishy because he's always there. He's always there.
Josh.
And I'm like, so you sure y'all not got a partnership in some kind of way where you're sending business to him?
Right.
It took me a year and a half later to realize that, they had a partnership. Because I don't follow everybody on social media that much. Only people that I kind of care about.
Yeah.
So I wasn't watching their social media, and I wasn't watching Josh's social media.
Right.
And I found it afterwards, but I realized that they were using him because a year and a half later, I got not one job from them, and I've sent them $30,000 worth of business. During COVID, when I have no business, and they keep rocking and rolling because they're in my brochure getting 3,000 views a week. 2 pages in my brochure, a digital brochure. And I'm looking at the stats of people that are looking at it.
Yeah.
They might not be buying a coating, but they want to film.
Right.
Those are 2 different things, 2 different demographics.
100%.
So they're getting that business.
Yeah.
And I'm sending them that business.
Yeah.
I'm a little mad now.
Oh, I bet.
Because you just fucking lied to me.
I bet. Absolutely.
When I plainly said, are you sending your business to him?
Yeah.
After I cut ties and said, you made me look like a fool when a client called and was trying to call. We were working on a horse trailer out in St. Martinville with no cell phone service because we were in the owner of a AC company's. His shop was just number metal. Can't get service.
Yeah.
We're out there doing that shit. The guy keeps calling me every day, but it's 7, 8 o'clock at night when we're done with when we kill it for the day. I'm not calling him at that time of the night.
It's
Get to him on a Sunday. Oh yeah. So I called Prestige Films. I was like, oh well, yeah, that's who I use. That's who would be installing the film, and then I put the coating on top of it. Oh, yeah, I already set it up. Okay, well, that's good. I came to the right people. I was like, okay, well, who'd you talk to? Well, I talked to Mitch. I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, when did they schedule it? Blah, blah, blah. He was like, oh, well, I don't really know, but they gave me Josh's number to call. I was like, who's Josh?
No.
He was like, well, that's the guy that's coding it. He don't work for you? I was like,
I don't
I was like, now I got egg on my face.
Yeah.
And I sent a text and I said, we're done.
Yeah.
Because you lied to me, you strung me along, and you've been giving business to somebody else.
Boy. Yeah.
When I sat in your shop in front of you with David once and twice without David, trying to establish this, hey, let's help each other out, let's work together.
Right.
These are my plans.
Right.
Could never get a commitment from them. They never promised they would, but I'm proving to you that I can do something for you.
100%.
Could you
return the
reciprocate?
favor. Right.
He eventually, when he said that, he goes, yeah, leave your brochures here. I don't want to fucking leave my brochures there.
Well,
Nobody looks at the brochures in your lobby.
Right.
They walk in your door that's open and talk to you there.
Right, 100%.
And then they go into your little office and swipe their card.
They're not coming in there and asking for a brochure.
Yeah. So he tells me, he goes, people just don't ask for ceramic coatings. I was like, why did old boy just open a new shop and is swamped with ceramic coating jobs? And now I looked at his social media and said, we're in a partnership with Prestige Films and doing y'all's personal vehicles.
Oh, man.
I said, so I'm done with y'all.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Oh, man.
I don't need you.
How long ago was this?
That was last year.
Yeah. Recently.
Well, actually, it was the beginning of this year. I cut ties and just wiped my hands of it.
Yeah.
But now the quality goes to shit.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
So if they
He's out
they
more.
doing
See,
ceramic coats in house now?
no, they're not. They're
No?
sending it still
They're
to old
sending
boy.
it to old boy? Yeah.
But that's okay.
Oh,
That's what I deal with.
yeah.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, that again, I think.
So, and that's what makes me want to do what you do, but I just don't have enough business to do it.
What do you mean? Do what I do?
Well, you put everything under one roof.
So you're wanting to make like a auto salon?
A spa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why won't you do that?
Hey, David, why want to do that?
Hold on. Let me turn this thing up. Let me turn this. Hey Tim, why don't you do that?
Come to Acadiana and find out. No,
Hi.
I'm working hard at it, but when you have, you know, the demographic of where I'm at, I got to work twice as hard, and I got to clear out all the bullshit from the past. I still have a bad name because.
So what you're saying is that you're wanting to get to the same thing
Eventually.
and this is exactly why I think this is the exact reason that I want to be, I guess, more heard and seen, because I want to hear more things like that. I don't whenever I first posted that this was being built, you know, it was a good way through the build already. I used some photos from a place called Auto Car Storage, I believe, or Auto Car Club. It's a place in Arizona, okay? And I used some of his pictures, and I posted a video walking around in here. It was a fucking shell in here, you know, it was nothing close to what it is now. And he fucking lost it on me, dude. Lost it. Like, he blew up my Facebook and was like, how dare you use our pictures? And I'm like, dude, that's clearly,
I'm aspiring.
it's clearly not my place. Like place was empty. I posted the video. You can clearly see our place is not done. Like, and the best thing is, like, my vision was long before he even thought about making his place. Two, this place looks nothing like his fucking place.
Yeah.
He's got like wood and like
It's got his own style.
yes. But I was trying to give the Aspire, and I don't understand why the guy got so mad. Like, I literally deleted the pictures and deleted his post, like, because
and he's
to me I thought that was dealt with. He said what he said. I read it. I understood it. I removed his pictures and I removed his post. He had the nerve to come back.
That's people trying to impress because they see two McLarens in a well-lit building.
He comes back and still responds again. Why do you keep deleting my posts? And I finally responded back to him, and I said, dude, the pictures were removed. My bad for using your pictures as aspiration and an example. I didn't say that this was going to look like, and say
this is mine or anything. You didn't claim them.
Yes, no. So his comment is still there today. Like, I finally left it there because I just got. But the point is, having people aspire, that would be the main reason that I want to get out there, because I want people to know that they can, that aspiration, that, you know what I'm saying, that I mean, just like you, when I was at the other shop, when I was at other places, and you reached out and talked to me, I don't think I was a dick. I don't think you'd probably be here today if I was a fucking dick.
I'm not soft-skinned either. So even if you were, obviously it didn't bother me.
Yeah, but that's like.
No, I know what you're getting at.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this needs to be, you know, out there, because people don't believe it.
I know.
They don't believe it. And I want the story to be told. I want people to understand that they can get to this, or they can go a different direction, but they can do it. You know what I'm saying? They can do it. You can do it. And I think we need to hold some of these manufacturers to a better standard. I think we need to help us reel in the public, because it what they put out there to the public is setting these crazy expectations for us. Because I don't know about you, I don't do Ceramic Pro, but people call me with the dumbass fucking gimmicks.
I know. People
call me, so I'm not gonna have to wash my car.
I can't believe that. That's crazy. I'm not saying it's not real, but damn.
So if my car gets in a wreck, it'll be fine. Like, I don't, you know, I can.
Is it the Star Trek Enterprise shield?
It's just gonna bounce off. Like,
I know the ridiculous stuff,
like the dumb shit. That's like, well, actually not. You know, and the best thing is, I'm sure some people I've lost some people over being blunt with, like, telling them, like, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to wash your fucking car. You're going to have to take care of it. Your car's still going to scratch. Like, it's still going to happen. If you get in a wreck, if a buggy hits it, if a lighter hits it, if your girlfriend takes the keys to it, like, it's going to fucking happen.
Yep.
Like, oh, well, you must not be selling the same stuff. Like, it's, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. See you later. See you later. Thanks for wasting my time. But it's, they're setting those expectations.
I know. So you think I'm wrong for staying with him?
Man, no. Look, I don't think you're wrong for staying with him. I think the entire detailing industry is wrong for accepting it, as long as everyone has. I think everyone,
Do you think my approach is at least a step in the right direction?
what approach?
Just telling the truth.
I mean,
and telling clients what to expect, and
No,
putting out the content and showing them.
No, that's I mean, that's the most important thing to me is, setting that client expectation, because at the end of the day, fuck social media. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of those things. At the end of the day, it's your client.
And that's
You know
why
what
they
I'm
don't
saying?
like me.
It's your client.
With everything I use, they don't like me saying this.
Who
They
doesn't like you?
Ceramic Pro.
Okay, I definitely damn sure don't agree with you having to have your own insurance policy to back a product that these people are promising the moon on. I think that is terrible.
Well, that's what has to be done.
It shouldn't be accepted.
And they're not thinking about it, and they don't care. Because guess what? They've sold me that bottle. Now it's my responsibility.
100%.
Even though they have a book.
100%. You're just a
a
dollar sign.
thick-ass book.
You're just a dollar sign.
That basically gets them out of every situation.
You're just a dollar sign. And the sad part is the installers that are in that thing are all dollar signs.
Mm-hmm.
And they think that the only reason they're doing this or achieving this is because they were sold a lie. Like they were told that they can become this and this, and this is the only way to do it, and this is how they're going to do it. And it's like I said, where are they at? Where are these millionaires installers? Like, where are they? Where are they? Because if your main,
I don't even think Adam Coates is a millionaire.
If your main,
he might be.
If your main thing is huge marketing, boy, you'd have that motherfucking donkey front and center.
Yeah. Well, even at the same time, when you said, where are the millionaires at? Why are you using Alex Cho's vehicle?
Why are you renting?
That's what I'm using. I say use.
Yes,
you're using
whatever. Because again, I don't know whether they rented the car or whether they did.
No, he used it to do it, to bring it out in the desert, and then.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure they paid him for that vehicle. You know
what
I'm saying?
Of course,
you know
but
I'm sure they paid him for that vehicle.
But if they made the millionaires, why aren't the millionaires using their cars?
Because they
promote it.
Because they don't exist.
I know. That was the question to put out there for the rhetorical.
But they use that to sell you.
I know. It's the pipe dream.
And don't get me wrong.
That's a big ass mosquito.
Is that big ass?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So, and it's great. It's great to let someone know that you can be the astronaut.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want to do. I want to be out here to let everybody know that they can be and do the astronaut. But you don't need to be lied to be told that.
I know. When you open it?
I don't fucking know. Because we're building this every day. Look, this door that's going to be right here isn't designed yet. I have no idea what so I know I want a Volt. I know I want it to have some functioning gears in it, and I know I want it to have some glass in it where you can see through it.
Oh, and then you see like mechanisms working and stuff like that.
Yes, like you can actually spin the dial. Like
Hell
yes. The clean room, not designed yet, and it sucks because I Google.
Are you running out of time to design it? Is why you're doing it piece by piece, or your ideas change all the time?
They do constantly change. Like the floors, we thought we were going to do black at first. I envisioned like
white pops though.
I envisioned a black marble floor, and we had a local guy do a test spot over there and backed up outside, and it looked like just black tar. We're like, oh god,
that might not work. And then you park that one that's dark on top of it, and it's like,
oh god,
oh, my car just disappeared.
Oh man.
And to think you'd have it all the way back there.
Oh god, stop.
It wouldn't be as bright in here. You kind of want it to pop. Would you leave the lights on at
And then
night though?
these doors, yeah. And then these walls, like this wall was the same color as that wall, and we decided to paint it the dark color, so
Contrast.
maybe it would contrast, right? So it's literally that glass rail that's up there. That was originally supposed to be cables, and then we changed that to that.
Glass is the nice, modern, clean.
The lounge area in there and that loft,
Mhm.
none of that existed. And that's actually what, one of the ceramic pro installers called code enforcement on the floor got me, because that room was wood. You weren't supposed to build that. It wasn't in the plans, like none of that shit. So that's what happened. They got us on that.
I didn't ask you, but what are these little bays for? Right
Those
here?
are offices.
Okay,
Those
so
are
it's like
offices.
when people come in, somebody helps. Kind of like
the nice thing for that to really would be to turn into is if I got into selling exotic cars, and that was like sales offices.
Oh, evolution, another stage. Okay, he's thinking ahead. It's good. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a perfect
because
clean spot
because
for it. Got plenty of parking for it.
I don't know. I don't know what direction. We could turn into where we're doing a ridiculous amount of ceramic coatings. We could turn into where we're mainly building McLarens. We could turn into where we're mainly storing cars. Like, who knows? Because what data do you have to go off of? It's almost like when I started Express Auto Salon. I didn't know what was going to take. I didn't know if the ceramic coatings were good or the clear bra.
Yeah.
Who knows? I
gotta
didn't
just
even
do it.
I didn't even know if that was going to turn into storage. Like when I did that, I was like, maybe I'll store people's cars, but it never turned into. Don't get me wrong. Some people kept some cars there, but
yeah, I remember.
well,
you go there and I'm there
well
3-4 months
charge
later.
the people
Bitch is
like
still there.
Jesus
Nothing was
God.
done.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, but this hopefully. Again, not having that plan, just going with the evolution every day of, which way is it going to go?
I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't bite you in the ass. Then.
Why is that? Not having.
I don't know. It just it takes longer sometimes because the
mean?
changes just keep happening. The changes keep happening.
As far as what?
Just getting things done. You change your mind. Oh, there's a halt. You've lost the day there.
A halt in what? Construction?
On anything. Let's say you didn't know about the doors there.
Mm-hmm.
You've changed your mind 3 days in a row because you want a different door. You've thought a new idea. You've lost 3 days of not having doors there.
That happened.
That could happen there.
Yeah.
That could happen with those spaces up there. It's just, do you think it's bad? But it seems like you've come this way, with that thought process.
Most of the things here have had to be done twice.
Well,
3 times. The garage door guy, he paid us to put them in. We've had to.
But didn't a hurricane also slow you down too?
Oh yeah, that ripped the walls out. That ripped some of the walls out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that work? So if a hurricane comes through, is it your insurance or the construction company's insurance?
No, so we had
not to dig into your business.
Had a
about
policy on construction. It's a completely different policy. You have a construction policy.
But the construction company doesn't provide that, or the contractor.
So we have a contractor.
Mm-hmm.
We're building this building.
Oh, you are. Got you. That's all you know. So you have that separate policy, and that took care of whatever.
Yeah, because it was funny. I pulled all the cars in and put them underneath that thing, thinking that they were all going to be. And they were. That was the sturdiest part of the building. But come to find out, the bigger insurance policy at the time was the construction policy.
That's good.
And I didn't.
At least you thought of doing that.
We didn't even get involved with dealing with the insurance. We hired an independent adjuster.
And he took care of everything.
So he's still dealing with that now. Like that's just what he's doing. We're just focused on trying to get the building put back together. But it sucked because when panels got ripped off and all this, it sucks because we just put a lot of the stuff up and a lot of the stuff got torn up. And when the storm happened, we immediately ordered all the new panels, all the garage doors, all the things. And then the insurance adjuster gets out here and he's like, "Whoa, stop, pause! Like, don't start touching shit.
I need to assess this."
And we're like, "Well, come on, dude! Like we're trying to get this fucking building done, dude. Like we've been on hold for 9 months because of code enforcement."
When did you start this?
December 2018 is when the building was purchased.
What? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay, I can see why you've been so silent too.
Yeah.
I joke about it, but
no, like honestly, like the other thing was I was working out of the other shop, so I wasn't even here. Like the good thing about now, the blessing in disguise. Technically I got evicted from my other shop. I was evicted from there. So my lease, my lease was.
Why was that? Why did I think you had bought that?
No, fuck no. I wanted to buy that. When I got in there, I asked those people to sell it to me. They would not sell it to me. And the blessing of that was it was on the property line. There was no room to expand. Like the building was literally I couldn't even have a fucking back or a side door. Like I was on the property.
Shit.
So
that front door was it.
So that was it, dude. That was it. And I asked her to change that door so many times and she refused to. But anyway, so my lease expired in June. And a few months prior to that, actually probably a year, she started losing it. Like she was losing her fucking mind. She would show up on the 25th at 9 o'clock in the morning screaming where was her rent money. And the rent wasn't due to the first. And I know you're like, what? This woman was fucking nuts. Like I called the police on her. Like she was fucking nuts. Like it wasn't that she was there on the 2nd of the month screaming for her rent. Like she was there
6 days ahead.
Before.
Wow.
So, on the 1st of June, probably, I paid the rent. And then she shows back up a few days later. Something says that the rent's going to go up $1,000 a month. First,
did she lose another property or something?
Listen. Let me.
She's got to supplement some loss somewhere.
Let me rewind back a little bit. She shows up. Her and her husband show up to my shop, and it was almost like an Italian gangster movie.
Oh, The Sopranos.
Like, hey, what you doing? Hey. Like literally, like they show up and they're like, "So you're building a new building, huh? You're moving, huh?" And I'm like, the building is a fucking dump. Like we got a lot of fucking construction to do. Like we got a ways to go. Like I'm not moving anytime fucking soon. Like it's gonna be a while.
Why do people feel so threatened?
Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't I was like, there's no need to tell you. Like what
this is like 2 years out.
We got a ways to go. Like and they hounded me and then they tried to tell me to get out, that they had somebody else gonna move in, and I'm like, I can't. What?
You're gonna break my lease?
Yes. So then, They just kept hassling me about moving, and I keep keeping in my back pocket like I have a lease. Like, you know, I just keep, because I figured if it went to legal battle of them telling me to get out, I have a fucking lease.
Yeah, you got something in court.
Paying my rent. Like I wasn't gonna pull the ace out the hole of telling her I'm not an idiot. I have a fucking lease. Like I just whatever, take your rent, see you later.
Yeah.
So she kept pushing that. Then she started saying shit like this shop wasn't real. She started saying, I don't think you're even moving. It's been a year. And there's not even another shop. You're not going anywhere. Like, it was just, boom, it was fucking bad shit, dude. So then she shows up and tells me that the rent's going to be $1,000 more. So I tell her, okay, what choice do I have, dude? This place
I'm kind of here.
This place was way further back than what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? It was rough. So I can't move in here and really start working now. So
yeah, you
know,
can't.
So I'll pay the $1,000. I'll pay it. Like, so then the 1st of the month comes, I pay the rent. About the 7th of the month, she shows up to the shop. She tapes something on the door, turns around, goes and gets back in her Raptor truck and drives off.
Didn't even have the gall to
She didn't
tell
even
you.
She didn't open the door. She didn't, and she could see us. Like it was glass.
Yep.
You know, you've
I
been
know.
there. So I go out. I get the fucking thing. It's an eviction notice, and I'm like,
on what grounds?
I'm like, this woman is fucking batshit. So the first thing I do is grab my keys, jump in the car, go to the courthouse. Is this legit? No. I said, so this isn't from y'all? No. I said, so she just printed this up on her computer?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So I go back to the shop. Probably 2 or 3 days later, an actual serve, the people that serve you, justice of the peace or whatever.
So then she files it.
Yes. So she gives it to me, and I tell her, I says,
we hear you, dude. We hear you.
I said,
see you in next year.
Can I get evicted if my rent's paid? And you got to think, this is the best part about all this. This is like recent. This is like during COVID. This is when people like can't even get evicted if they didn't pay their rent.
Not supposed to, yeah.
Yes. So I'm like, can I pay? And she's like, can you prove your rent's paid? And I said, absolutely. So I pull up my fucking Chase bank account. Fucking here you go. Rent paid on the 1st. She's like, oh no, absolutely not. Like you know, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And now I have court on the 22nd. So on the 22nd, I go to court.
It's times like this that make podcasts interesting.
I go to court. You all right over there? I go to court.
No.
All right. I go to court, and the judge doesn't even ask me if I paid rent. He says,
do they know somebody?
She goes, oh, this is definitely a no. She goes, do you want him out? And she goes, I want him out. And he goes, okay, well, you're going to have to get out. And I'm like, I said, I've been there for fucking years. Like, I don't.
And paid.
Well, I wasn't even thinking that at the point. I'm thinking like, what do you mean?
How
let
is
me
this
out? You know
happening?
what I'm saying? Like, you're not even thinking straight when something unlogical is fucking happening in front of your head. I'm like, I've been here for 8 years. Like, what do you mean? And then finally he asked the question of, did you pay the rent? And I said, yes, I paid the rent on the 1st. And he goes, do you have proof of that? I said, yes. And he goes, okay, let me see it. So I give it to him because at this point, I had everything printed out. And I had her I had her crazy fucking batshit text messages printed out, like all this shit printed out. And he goes, well, do you want him out? And she's like, yes. And he goes, well, then you're going to have to get out. She's going to have to prorate your rent and give you back whatever. You've got 24 hours to get out. Signs the motherfucking piece of paper.
Whoa, how do you get 7,000 square foot of shit out in 24 hours?
He didn't give a fuck. He did not care. So he gives me that thing. Yes.
So you said the 27th this month or for January?
No, it was June. It was July.
So that's over with?
So listen. So now I got to get my shit out. So we're fucking cursing. We're freaking the fuck out. Like, how do we get all this shit out in 24 hours? Oh my fucking God. Like, it took us a week. So we get everything out. And then the fucking storm hits and demolishes the fucking house.
Oh, Karma's a lovely bitch. I think we're going to do this again when you open up and you're running.
Okay.
And then if you want to do a live one, that does live streaming.
I think we should do a live one. I think because this is the thing. If we can get a lot of the detailers' attention, maybe we can help for better change. But we need to reel them in. And that was
How are you going to convince me to care about that? Because ask him, I gave up on him.
I did too, but let me tell you the thing. At the end of the day, I'm satisfied walking away from something when I know that I probably went a little bit further than I probably should have.
Where you've stretched the limit?
Stretched the limit.
You popped the stitches?
And I think that's it, because this is the thing. And the cool thing about social media today is you put this out there. We put it out there that, look, I know nobody wants to fucking stand up and say that bitch ate too much fucking pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Or just call it out, you're fat.
But I don't give a fuck at this fucking point.
Well, you have nothing to lose, really.
So it's...
Because nobody's on board.
What do you mean? As far as what?
You have nothing to lose. Because you're not going to lose anything.
No.
By popping stitches.
No, absolutely not. But it's that last hoorah of, so you can look back and be like, you know what? I came in this industry, whether you know the story or not, I was a big part of it, and I tried. It went to shit. That's like a lot of people don't understand about the Blacklist Kings thing. I've been in the scene my entire fucking life. That's all I've done is cars. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So I came in and I tried to help better the automotive community by getting nice events that were hosted where these kids can still have fun. They can bring their families to. They can do fucking donuts in their car if they want. They could do whatever they want. There's food there. There's drink there. Everybody's just having a good time. Local guys are promoting their businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just good fucking time, dude. And they couldn't grasp the concept. They'd go do a donut in the middle of the fucking street. They'd go do a donut at the fucking mayor's house. They just go fucking do stupid fucking shit.
It's like, wait, we're not trying to get the wrong attention here.
And they did. And at the end of the day, I know that I can always look back and say, you know what? I tried to prevent that from fucking happening. And you know what? It's already happened. Like, it's already happened in the detailing industry. The curve that things have went. But I think it's been like that for too long.
Yeah.
I think it's been like that for too long. So I think it needs to be mixed up some. I think it's almost like my software. I'm going to put the true automotive enthusiast back in control of their vehicle, how much their vehicle is worth, because of what they put into it.
Yeah.
And I think that if with that coming about, doing the same with the automotive industry and the detailing industry, putting the people that are out here working hard back in control, of what they've got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right now, it's you're bullied. You're forced into this. You're forced into that. And there's more.
And there's so many new people that they don't even know what should be going on.
There's more things coming too that I can't talk about on this podcast. That's it's not.
Shit, I got questions that I didn't even get to ask because we started so fucking late and I can't have a conversation with you. You know what's not on our side, Brandon? I'm
What's
about
that?
to start.
What's that?
You know what's not on our side?
What?
Time. You know what time it is right now? We've been here all day.
Yep. Time is never.
So we're going to cut this short because we're going to do a part 2.
Okay.
Not part 2, like when I cut it in half, part 2, but
Yeah,
a part 2. I want to come out again when this place is open.
Well, we can see what goes from here, but we definitely probably, I think, including some people, because my phone goes off all day of guys that have questions and these things, and I would love to include some of these installers.
You'd be the first person I would do a live for. But
really?
Yep. You'd be the first person. So we can set that up. I've got the equipment for it. It's just going to be a matter of making sure you've got a good internet connection, everything like that. I got
Magic Jack, man. Come on, I'm rough here, man. We're roughing it around these parts.
Man, you didn't know they had Lamborghinis out right now? So
we might be able to plug into the car. It might have.
Now that we're wrapping things up, though, we've talked about a lot. I don't want everybody to think that this is a negative. That all we think about is how things are fucked up and everything like that. You've done a lot of good stuff. Is there any last parting words for this first part of what could be 2, 3 more? Is there anything you want to put out there at this moment and what's on your mind on where you're at with everything you're doing?
I would probably say that, I'm looking for hungry companies that are willing to change and grow with the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I've got something in the works that.
When you say hungry, though, you got to be careful because you say hungry and that means a bag. And everybody wants a bag first. So you can't change an industry when you're looking for a bag first.
No. Well, I was considering hungry as in, willing to change. It's almost like being, to me, when I say hungry, I think of someone that's willing to learn and figure things out and hungry and eager to learn. That's the way I see it. So, but I can see how you say people would take it as that. But
yep.
I want to find, hungry companies and whether it's new or old that are looking to help shape this industry in the way that it needs to go, the way that it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Detailers to me, integrity and
I'm surprised he ain't said his favorite company.
Who's that?
His favorite company, boy.
Who's his?
He rides that motherfucker.
Who?
Shine Supply. And who's the other one? Jeremy Stevens. Who's the other one? You might as well say their names.
Why do you like Shine?
I'm not afraid.
Why? You like the products. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that?
Well, the products perform. No, he does. And they perform.
That's
We've got
good.
a couple of them in the shop.
That's good.
But I like to pick on him because he's been trying to get me to dump some things that I will never dump. You can't have me dump my finishing polish. Even though no matter how many times he tries to show me, but I had him fix something that my finishing polish could take care of.
Man.
So, but it's me picking on him. I love the fact that he's always wanting to try new stuff.
That's good, and that's something that I can consider myself being guilty of in a way. Is I've used a product for so long,
we get stuck in it,
and that's and this is an ever evolving industry.
Yep,
ever evolving.
So they got 2 places that I will recommend. I like the fact that he likes Shine Supply, and then there's another company that's Dallas Paint Correction because they're trying to do the same thing as Ceramic Pro. They have the same formula as Ceramic Pro almost. Okay. I've never tested their product, though. I can't speak on it because I've never done it. He was going to get it, but we just haven't had the chance to.
Okay.
So I would say.
But yeah, I mean, I'm looking for anybody, dude. I'm looking for guys that make stools, guys that make.
Can I sweep your floors? I sweep floors really good.
We'll test you out. So
you need to fix them first.
The fucking bugs in here in the morning are fucking atrocious. But we leave these on every night. I mean, because again, that gives that's what we
getting people ready.
Yeah, we want people to see the cars, man. Just the kids, just like I was, when kids that come by and see the cars. But anyway, so I'm looking for companies to work with that are eager and hungry, willing to evolve and change with the industry to show off their products in this place, because this place I plan to this is pitching it to the world. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the front for as many good people that have worked hard, that are wanting to make good products and wanting to change and evolve with the industry.
Yeah.
You know, and you can speak on a little bit. You know, you probably can't give out too many details, but I showed you the software that I'm working on.
Yep.
And I think that's something that is truly going to change the industry. And
I haven't seen that yet.
And when I tell, you haven't seen what?
I haven't seen what you have going on right now.
What do you mean?
The software. I have not seen that out.
Oh, you haven't seen anything like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm in front of the computer a lot, looking at all kinds of shit.
Well, the thing that, you know, and when I tell people first it's a software, the first thing they say is, oh, is it a training, or is it pay me how to? Is it a training course? Is it like, no? This is something that is actually going to benefit the industry for everyone, for me and you, for the installers, for the detailers, for the mechanics, for the shop owners, for the manufacturers. This is for the car owner. This is going to change, I think, the industry in an amazing way. And it sucks that, you know, I was hoping when I would do my first podcast that I could talk about it.
It's okay.
I have been so excited to talk about it. But I think that's going to just help a company, or the companies that come on and help this shop turn into what it's going to eventually become.
Yep.
And I'm willing to work with people more now than I will once I get it rolling.
And that, folks, is Brandon Johnson. Goodbye, everybody.